A big congrats to my Francis Ngannou. He's now the current heavyweight champion of the world in the PFL. I was so scared for him, Renan Fereira is not a slouch. He's not someone that you can just write off that he doesn't stand a chance. The fight started with leg kicks. Francis gave Fereira a leg kick and he returned it too. I think both of them were just trying to size each other up in the first few seconds. They were trying to see who will land first, who would actually get a straight hand or something. But Francis showed his IQ, his fight IQ in the fight. He really displayed it because he knew that this guy was going to throw a right hand, and the guy was going to move towards the cage, the side of the cage. So he tried to capitalize on that and he had the takedown. And after taking him down, Fereira tried the triangle choke. He thought maybe he could get the triangle from there, tried to submit Francis, but Francis was too powerful for him. Francis is a very powerful man. If he lands on you, that's good night. With him being on the top position, it was very tough for Fereira to actually try to stand up or something. But I think it was a game well planned by Francis and his team because his path to victory is the wrestling. That's what he did against Sirigan. So he took Sirigan down many times. So I think the game was well planned and it was successful. So well played to Francis. A big congrats to him. I was so happy for him because he went through a lot of things. He lost against Anthony Joshua in March, and a lot of people wrote him off that Francis ain't coming back from this. The knockout was very bad. But that was boxing. That's what I keep telling people. That was boxing. Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury cannot come to the octagon or smart cage to fight in MMA. They cannot, because they will get exposed, they will get knocked out, they will get submitted. They are not a pro in this MMA world. So it's the same thing. Francis went to the boxing world, had a knockdown against Tyson Fury, won the fight. He won the fight arguably, but they were trying to play politics and they gave it to Tyson Fury. So it's understandable, they don't want someone to come out from somewhere, from MMA fighter come out from somewhere to just disrupt the boxing world like that. So, but Francis proved the haters wrong. He always proved people wrong when they doubt him. He came back, he fought Anthony Joshua, he got knocked out. And after that time, he lost his son. It was a very sad moment for him. He lost his son, and people thought he ain't coming back from this because losing your son and having knocked out before that time, having been knocked out before that time, those two events can affect your career. So people thought he wasn't going to come back. And according to an interview he gave, he said he wasn't sure whether to come back to fight or not. He was thinking it was too early to come back, after losing his son and coming back maybe a few months later to the training camp and start training. But he just wanted to prove that he still got it, like he can still fight. That's why he came back early. So now he has proven the haters wrong. What do they have to say now? What do they have to say? They have nothing to say now. Jon Jones was I think Jon Jones congratulated him on his page. He wished him well and everything. But we all know that Jon Jones is just a very unique character. He thought Ferreira would win. Even Conor McGregor bet against Francis. He lost 500k I'm happy that, everything just went down the way it was. Francis proved all of them wrong. Now, Francis is arguably the best heavyweight in the world. He's the best because, well, I don't think UFC would actually want to collaborate with PFL to organize the Francis versus Jon Jones fight. But if they do, it will be a very good one. Jon Jones is fighting Stipe on November 16th, and both of them might retire, because he has been talking to Tom Aspinall. He doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall, which is understandable. Tom is very dangerous for him. Now, the heavyweight in the UFC is not the heavyweight roster. It's very dull now. Tom Aspinall is the only one they got after Jon Jones, and Jon Jones will retire. Stipe has already made it clear that is his last fight because he's 42 now. So now two of them are just fighting their last fight, and the heavyweight belt will be empty, So I don't know how they want to do it. So let me come back to Francis. I'm not talking about UFC now. This is Francis' moment. Francis is the best heavyweight in the world. So, anybody can argue that. The next, I'm ranking Francis number 1. I'm ranking Tom Aspinall number 2. Stipe number 3. I don't know. Maybe we can put Jon Jones there as number 4. But he has not done anything in the heavyweight in the UFC. He just fought Regan. We cannot consider him one of the heavyweight goats. You cannot just fight Regan. Regan is, I don't know. Regan is not a complete MMA fighter to me. He's just like a kickboxer. So, and the guy has not even shown seriousness in his career so far. This is Francis Ngannou's moment. Right now, he's one of the most talked about athletes in the world. So, he has been trending since 2 days ago that he knocked out Fereira. So, a big congrats to him. It was a very emotional moment when he was doing his after fight interview. It was very emotional, talking about his son and everything, how he dedicated the fight to his son, So, I could relate to it too. So, Francis is now, I don't know if he's coming back. He said he might come back maybe second quarter of next year. He said it on Ariel Awani's show that he might come back to fight in MMA, maybe second quarter of next year. So, some people are saying you should go and fight Deontay Wilder. That maybe the boxing match will be very heavy for him, and he could make more money from that fight too. So, I think MMA. I don't know what PFL roster is looking like, but they don't really have a lot of heavyweights on their roster. I think the next person that is worthy, I think is Antel Delija or something like that. The only guy that knocked out Renan Fereira that Francis fought. So I don't know if they have any other person that is worthy of Francis, that is on Francis level. So I'm just suggesting if you want to fight again, you should go and fight maybe a low level fight and just knock the person out. He doesn't need any hard fight again because he doesn't need to prove anything to anybody again. They can just give him maybe Rambida or something, just to knock the person out too. He doesn't need he doesn't need to prove anything else. He doesn't need any hard fight. He has proven himself that he can overcome any obstacles. So what do you think is next for Francis Ngannou? I think he should do the MMA next and just fight someone lower and then he can do boxing too. Fight Deontay Wilder. At least maybe he could walk away with another $20 million. So I'm very sure they will find something for him by next year because his stock has gone up now. His stock is is high now. With this win, it has proved the haters wrong. It has proved the doubters wrong. So I'm so happy for him. So what do you think is next for Francis Ngannou? Who do you want him to fight next? Share your comment. Like this video. Thank you for watching.